Hey, what is up, everybody? And happy whatever day it is. Now, can I get a number 3 combo? The Clucking Bell heist is here, with tricks and tips the best way I know how. In this first walkthrough that I have done, and trying to do it stealthily. So let's get into it and make you some money and save you some money. So starting off with Slush Fund, as you got to do these in order. I'll bring up the menu here. And now for difficulty, it doesn't really matter which difficulty you do it on. And I suggest doing them on easy because really for the amount of extra you get in these missions, other than the final, is not much money at all. So no use of making it harder than what it has to be for you. Well, let's start this up now. So this is our home base for the raid. We just get this little cutscene over. And now we have to run around this building here, and this is where we'll be able to pick up our vehicles. Now at first I thought we could use the oppressors or stuff like that, but in this raid you cannot use any of them. So the best thing are like your armored Kuruma or other armored vehicles. Ooh, sharp corner. So we are doing the slush fund here, and it's broken up into two parts. So the first place we'll be going is the laundromat, where they're cleaning the money. And we are going to take out a pretty sizable withdrawal. And what's with vehicles always sliding out lately? Has anybody else noticed this around GTA Online? Seems no matter what vehicle you use, you're always sliding around the corners. Let me know in the comments if this is happening to you too.
I will be able to assist you with my LSPD privileges. Accessing their database and communications is a perk of the job. One that will prove useful throughout this venture, I'm certain.
So now that we're pulling up on the first part of the mission, which is the laundromat, and it's just in behind here. There's going to be a couple guys outside, so be ready for them. You take the first guy out with a headshot. One running up the stairs. And he'll come back down, so just be ready for him. Take him out with a headshot. And you got another behind the crates. Hey, stop moving so I can shoot you. There we go, we got him. And then the last one's behind the car. Oh, we didn't get him. Shoot him. There we go. And now we can go inside. Nope, not up the ladder, inside. And now there's going to be 3 guys in here that you'll have to watch out for. They're going to start shooting at you. So just quickly take them out. The other one will come out once you start taking out the money. So you're just going to fill up your bag with all the money that we're taking for the withdrawal. Oh, ow, stop shooting me. And then there's 2 tumble dryers that you'll have to take the money from. And now once you've cleared out both of the tumble dryers, you can head back outside, and there's going to be a couple guys out there that you can deal with, or you can just run to your Kuruma or whatever vehicle you're using and get out of Dodge. Now once you come out, there's going to be one to your right and to your left. I just took out the one to the right and then ran to the Kuruma, and we got out of here. Oops, sorry about the sign. So now we're on the way to B, which is another money laundering establishment, if you want to say. Ooh, that didn't hurt. Now, since we're on our way to B, it's down in gang territory by the beach, so it's going to take a little bit for us to get here. And then once you get there, there's going to be a few guys outside that you'll have to deal with. And then, same as before, you'll have 3 guys that are on the inside that you'll have to take out. And then you can clear out 4 of the laundry dryers of money for our withdrawal, which is just coming up around here.
There should be a stash of cash in there somewhere, just like the last time.
As I did here, I just went slowly through them, just taking them out one by one. There's some also hidden in behind this truck here, so make sure you're watching out for them. And they're even coming from behind you. Now once you've taken them out, you can go into the dungeon or downstairs of the place. And like I was saying, there's going to be 3 more down here. And now we clear out 4 of them. Which this will take a little bit of time. So I think I'm just going to speed it up here. Now that we're done with liquidating them from their money, we can head back to the base of operation. And once you come out, once again, there's going to be a few guys around, so just be taking them out as you go. And then get back to your vehicle of choice. Then off we go back to the hideout. Now for the next couple missions, when we're doing the weapons and armor and vehicles, one side note about it is you'll hear Vincent talk about it, that the fact that if you go to 2 of the same ones, the second time you go back it will be harder to do because they're already aware of your coming. So just make sure when you're doing the next few missions, pick which one you want the best in each situation, and then just go for that one, which will make it a little easier in the end for you. And now we're almost back to the home base where we can finish the mission and then get ready to start up the next one. We caught a little air there.
Looks like we're ready to hit the cartel again. Superlative work.
And here we're back. Now time for breaking and entering. Let's start her up and get at her. Oops, better close it up. We don't want no randoms in here. And like I said before, we're just doing this on easy because there's no point of doing it any harder.
Coordinates coming your way.
Now time for breaking and entering.
Okay, you know the formula now, so go do what you do. We need a laptop with up-to-date info on the cartel's operations, and a new hacking device after our friend, the tech genius, with the terabyte deactivated the last one. Oh, and of course, we'll need another train. By the way, don't worry.
Oh damn, this is gonna hurt.
But I'm fully aware we do not share our motivation. I've made sure sufficient funds are allocated to recompense you for your efforts today.
Now, as you heard Vincent say, there's 3 parts to this. The first part, we'll have to go steal a computer. Then we will go to a terabyte to steal a hacking system that we'll use to steal a train. And then the final part is going to the train and actually stealing it. So for the first part of the mission, it will be stealing the computer, which the guy will be at the Del Piero Beach Pier. And one thing that makes this one really fun is there's like 20 spots he can be at the Del Piero Pier. So you just have to kind of go around till you find them. And once you're trying to do this in a speed run, you may want to, if it takes you too long, just to quit out of it and retry again. So there's a couple ways you can do this part of the mission. Is you can either take the guy out and steal his computer, or you can just steal his computer and run, which is what I did. Now that we're at the pier, I'm just going to cut out the driving around scenes because you don't need to see me just driving around trying to find them. But first you'll get a text message from Vincent showing you who you're supposed to be looking for.
Our target's in the ship with you now. If you could take it without him knowing, you might avoid some.
And we're looking for a guy in a blue shirt. So now that we found him, he was in one of the booths today. We just got to grab his computer once we get on the right side of it. And now we're just going to run back to the Kruma and off we go to the next part.
The information on that laptop is invaluable. It's going to tell us the perfect time to strike.
And now he will follow you, but you don't have to worry about him. Just get back to your Kruma and we're off to the terabyte. Once you get to the terabyte, it is pretty easy. You're just going to have a couple waves of drones that will come out of the terabyte at you. So you just take them out, and then you can move to moving inside the terabyte to grab the hacking device. So once we get a little closer here, we're going to get another call from Vincent telling us that we've got to re-grab the hacking device because the last one was deactivated. And now we'll just take a little shortcut here through the park. And once we get over to the terabyte, there's actually a couple spots that it could be, so you just have to be able to watch out for it. So for this time it was over by the construction site in behind some warehouses, which you'll see coming up here in a second.
Keep your eyes out for the terabyte. I'm sending you the image I have on file. Alright, let's get ourselves another hacking device. Our guy with the terabyte deactivated the last one we took. So let's pay a return visit. And he's repaired the security system since your last visitation. Eliminate any drones and it should disengage. I heard this guy's been living out here on the DL. Not easy in a truck stacked with so much tech. It has its own gravitational pull.
Now I found out that the best weapon to use would be the MK shotgun with explosive rounds for taking them out. As you can see here, it only takes one shot to take them down. Now I'll show you with the rifle. It takes quite a few shots to pull them down. Also, you just have to watch out because one of them will dive bomb you, which was the one right there. Now once you've gotten rid of all the waves, you can get into the terabyte to steal the hacking device.
Alright, you should be good to pay the terabyte a visit.
And now the hacking device is just on this back table here. So just grab that, and we're on the way to steal the train now.
Get the device As I'm sure you realize, we'll need another train. I found one which should be acceptable. You'll just need the keys. Keep going. I'll make sure there's no retaliation from the LSPD. Just a simple matter of rerouting some calls.
So now on to the final part of the mission, where we're going to go and steal the train that we'll use in the heist, which you're going to have to take your time with because there's quite a few guys that are guarding the train. Oh, this is going to hurt. So once we get down to the train, which is down in the industrial area by the docks here, you're going to be looking for a key that we need to use for the train to start it up. Whoops, wrong way. Better pay more attention to where I'm going here. And where we'll be going is just on the other side of the bridge here. And this is one that's definitely good to have a Kruma for, because you're going to have guys shooting at you from everywhere. And we're coming up into it here. So we're just going to start taking them out until we can find the key, because the key will be on one of them. I'm just going to go quiet here. And just watch out, there is a couple snipers around. Which one was right there? Oh, we got the key. So we'll just grab the key now. And there's still one more sniper up on that light post there. Now that we got the key, we can run to the train, and we're off. And just watch up ahead, because there is still a couple guys that will be coming at you from the front of the train. And once you've dealt with them, you can get in the train, and you can start to drive off. And now, as you heard Vincent say, we're going to be starting to use the hacking device. What you see is when you see the red circle on your map, you're going to hit right on the D-pad. You change the track so you can keep on going through. As for the enemies, you don't really have to worry about them. Just keep driving, as they'll explode once you hit them. As you can see right here. And one thing I'm kind of disappointed about with this mission is I wish did a little bit more with the train. At first I was kind of excited knowing that we were going to be able to drive the train. Just wish it was more eventful. And then this is another part that you'll have to hit right to keep going. Now once you come out of the tunnel, there's going to be a helicopter there. All you're going to do is keep on driving straight right through it. Now we're coming up on another track change, so just get ready to hit right on the D-pad. And then finally we've got a couple more waves till we get to the tunnel where the mission will be finished. So just keep on driving and make sure you're blowing them up as you go. Ooh, that one definitely blowed up. Did you see him go flying? Wow. And now here's the tunnel where the mission will finish. You just have to drive a little bit of a ways in, and we're all done. Now that we're back at the police station, we can start doing the mission Concealed Weapons.
Got these tickets to the Benders game today, so I'm all good. Looking for...
And we're still doing this on easy. Make sure we equip our armor, and let's get into it.
Alright then, stand by for your target locations. I'm sending you some visual ID of our targets. Make sure to familiarize yourself. I've been keeping track of a few gangs with varying loadouts, and they should all have plenty of weapons and equipment. We need one cache of weapons and one stash of gear.
So as you heard Vincent say, each gang carries one set of weapons and one set of gear. For this one, we are going to be going to the Mariputa gang.
Masks and armor that can't be traced to us. Decide who you want to hit.
Which the Mariputa gang is the one that gives you the light armor and light weapons, as we are going to be trying to do this stealthily in the final. Also, just remember, as I said before, in each mission, if you go the one of them twice, the second time you go back, they'll be harder as they know you are coming. And Vincent will talk about it here in a sec.
They were fairly tame during your recent encounter, but this group will remember you. Just something to keep in mind when you're going for their equipment.
And now we're just pulling up on to where the Mariputa gang is. Now just take your time, taking them out as you go along. And for where you're going to be looking is in the trunk of the cars. And also there's a crate that will be in the front yard of one of the houses. That will be your armor. Just make sure you're watching your health and armor and be stocking up as soon as you need it, because the further you go in, the more guys that are going to show up. And once you get around the middle, there's going to be some guys that are going to start showing up on the porches of the houses. Make sure you're taking them out.
Everybody get down, look out!
And now, once you've taken out all the remaining gang members, you can start to search for the armor and weapons. Which the armor was over in this house here, in this crate in the front yard. And then the weapons will be in one of the vehicles here. Also, just remember when you're doing this mission, don't blow up any of the cars, because you never know which one the weapons will be in. So once you've found both the armor and weapons, you can head back to the base of operation.
Kids secure. Bring it all back to the lockup. You're making commendable progress. Once we grab weapons and gear, we'll have everything we need. Just to be clear, we need at least one set of equipment, but you don't have to stop there. If you want to pay each target a visit, be my guest. Whatever you grab, we'll make sure it's available when we hit the factory. Safe to say that any affected groups will be better prepared next time. Keep that in the back of your mind if you plan on coming back for a getaway car.
Ooh, look at that spinneroony. Now, once you get back to the base of operations, you're going to be able to text Vincent to say whether or not you want to use this one, or you can go out and grab one of the other ones. But just remember that when you go out to the next one, which is to grab vehicles, they'll remember that you came and they'll be a lot harder. But since we're going to just be using the Marapunta gang's weapon and armor loadout, we will just text Vincent to say we're going to use that one.
We'll need a getaway vehicle with a similar provenance. That's for another day.
Dang it, wrong way again. I really got to watch how I'm driving here. Also on weapons and armors, once you get into the final mission, you'll be actually able to use any loadout you want or armor, as there's a place you can actually trade in for one of the others in the actual Clucking Bell raid.
Weapons, check. Gear, check. If you want more options, feel free to take them. When you're ready, just send me a message confirming the equipment you want to use.
So we'll give Vincent a quick text just to show him which weapons and armor we want to use. And then we'll head back to the police station to start up the next one. Now time for hit and run. So I did find a little trick you can use in this one, as I'll show you here in a second. But we'll just get this mission set up and we'll get into her. So for the trick for this one is actually, since you can't use the oppressor or anything, you can actually use the vigilante.
Sending the locations of 3 viable getaway vehicles. Sending surveillance footage of the gangs I found. Check them out. Be warned, these are the same gangs you may have previously visited in order to borrow their equipment. If you're rash enough to return to the same people, expect heavy resistance this time. You know how this goes, so I won't waste any unnecessary time. Which group is the lucky one this time? You're no stranger to this unique strain of vehicular theft, so choose a gang and secure a getaway vehicle.
And with the rockets in this, it's pretty easy to do the military mission vehicle in this one, as it only takes 2 rockets to destroy the helicopter that is carrying the vehicle. So we will be going to sea, and that's just out on the highway here. And once you get there, there's going to be a couple helicopters and a few other vehicles guarding the helicopter that's got the vehicle we're going to steal. So we'll just have to make sure we take them out. And like I said, the vigilante will make easy work of all the helicopters and the other vehicles that will be guarding the helicopter that we need to shoot down. And now that we're getting close here, you're going to soon be able to see the helicopter here.
The target vehicle is of considerable caliber, so I wouldn't underestimate the group's will to protect it. Eyes up. That chopper flying overhead has our vehicle. Take it down and don't sweat the damage. With all of that heavy, the fall
Now,
will
as
either
Vincent
leave
said, you don't have to worry about damaging the vehicle. It can take a lot of hits, but I know from other time I tried this that you gotta do watch out, because the vehicle that I got the last time was smoking while I was driving. Well, I guess I should put the rockets on. And like I said, it only takes 2 rockets to take down this helicopter. 1. And there's 2. And now we can grab the vehicle.
Keep in mind that they are understandably pissed off.
And now we'll have to make a beeline to the garage so we can fix up this Hummer from all the damages and then take it to where we're going to store it.
I've secured a
Now this part I'm just going to cut out, as it's just a bunch of people banging into you and trying to kill you as you drive to the garage. Now once you come up to the garage, you just got to drive in and you'll fix up your Patriot mil-spec, and then we take it over to the storage spot, and then the mission is done.
What brings you in
Which
today?
the storage spot is just in behind the Clucking Bell Farms building. And then we'll have to give Vincent another text to say that we'll be using this vehicle for the final raid. And where we're going to store it is right here.
When you're ready to confirm your choice of vehicle, send me a message.
So like I said, we just got to choose this vehicle for the final raid. And now we just leave the area and the mission is over.
Keep your head down on your way out. I'll give you a call soon.
And now on to the second last one, Disorganized Crime. So let's get into it. Which this mission is 2 parts again. And the first part, we gotta hack some cargo vans to find out where the warehouse is for the Clucking Bell, that we can sabotage some Clucking Bell trucks, plus grab a key card for the final raid.
Okay, remember how we did this? You need to hack the vans to find the garage where they're loading the drugs. Once you've got the GPS location, get in there, destabilize the vehicles, and find a key card. Keep in mind, if you grab a uniform on the way, you can infiltrate the garage without drawing as much attention. Honestly, you've done this so many times that you probably know which depot they use to load the drugs by heart. If you know where to go, be my guest. No point wasting time hacking those vans. Unless you want one of those outfits, of course.
Also, like Vincent was just saying there, we'll need to grab a uniform that will help us to infiltrate the warehouse in a little bit more stealthy mode.
Alright, keep close to the vans while you download the GPS
Which
information.
the vans are just coming up right about in here. So we're going to take this one that's right in front of us first.
We're getting our money's worth out of that guy's hacking device.
And once you finish hacking
Getting his
it,
money's worth.
which you'll push right on the D-pad,
Only a matter of time till they realize they've been hacked. Watch
you'll
yourself.
stop and then you can take the 2 guys out.
I'm reloading.
Location. We need to hack all the vans with the
There's
same
one,
signal.
and there's the other one.
If you
Now
see
we
a
can grab the
take it.
uniform.
Might as well buy some time by playing the part. Plus, it's a rare chance to express your theatrical side.
And we're on our way to the second one. If all these cars will get out of our way. Now for this, you want to go straight through. And hit every post on the way. Now you'll make a left. And then you'll make a right. And you should see them just up ahead here. With another left. And you'll be going down this alleyway here. And then the same again, we're just going to hack the van. And then we'll take out the guys that are in there, which is 2 of them again.
That's it. Send out the location now.
This guy likes to run away.
Don't worry. These drivers won't realize this is part of a master plan. They won't call it out. You in that uniform? If so, you should be at an advantage. Just try not to show your face for as long as you can. It's clear you do not belong there.
Now that we've taken him out, we can head over to the warehouse where all the Clucking Bell trucks are stored, which is not too far away. It's just up over this bridge here is one of the spots. And there's a spot a little further down to if you went left here. So we're just going to pull up and in we go. And now, like I said, we're going to do this stealthy. So once we go inside, it's got to be all headshots and silenced weapons. Now the first guy is straight ahead here, so we'll give him a headshot.
Question, can you stealth this operation?
Sorry, Vincent, I'm going to have to mute you. So the next guy is just being behind this truck here. Once again, a headshot. Now, once we go around this corner, you're just going to go straight ahead. There's two guys over here that you're going to have to take out, which is one's right here by the elevator. And then the other one's just behind this truck. Once you've taken them out with headshots, we're going to go around this truck here. And now for the next two, I took out the guy that's walking away from us first. And then took out the guy right in front of me. And now watch when you come over here, because this actually tripped me up the first time. There's actually a camera that is just above the windows there. So make sure you take that out before you move any further. And now we can sabotage the delivery trucks, which we just have to go up and pull their distributor cap wires out. And you have to do it for all 4 vehicles. I'm just going to speed this up. Now that that's done, we can go into these back rooms here. Now there's 2 guys in each, and so make sure you're very quiet when you go into them. And just take them out with headshots as usual. 1, 2. And while you're up here, you might as well grab the drill that we'll need for the little bank vaults that are in this place. Once again, there's 2 more in here. So we'll just take this guy out first. If the door wouldn't keep shutting on me. And take out the second guy. Before you go all into drilling out these vaults, you will have another couple guys that are walking down the halls outside. So just start to drill and then back out and we'll go take out the guys that are walking in the hall. One will be coming from the elevator side and one will be coming from the doorway side that's behind us here. Oh shoot, I almost lost it there. But I had to restart again. And there we took out the second guy. Now we can start unloading the loot from the vaults, plus looking for a key card. Now there's 2 vaults in each room, and there's 4 little lockers that you can look in. Some will give you money like that, and one will give you a key card for the Clucking Bell raid. Now once again, I'm just going to speed this up. And now the last thing before we leave, we got to delete the security tapes. So you just got to go over into the small room over on the side here. And there's a computer where you can activate it and delete the security files.
CCTV's wiped. As far as the
Now
cartel
that's
know,
done,
you
we
were never
can
here.
go outside
Okay,
and we'll be on
tell
our
me when you're
way.
ready.
Now once you go outside, don't get into your own vehicle. There's actually a truck that you have to get into, which is just around the corner to the right here. And we're going to steal this truck and take it back to our
Hope you're ready to get back
operations
in.
base.
Find another flatbed and bring it back to base.
And now since we've done this silently, we don't have to worry about anyone chasing us, so we can just easily go back to the base of operations. And I'm just going to cut out the rest of the driving because it's kind of a bit of a ways away. And we're back now. So other than that one little slip up, which actually in the end got lucky that we still did it stealthy, we're on to the next mission,
Last
which
piece
is the
of the puzzle.
final.
You ready to do this thing?
And we made it. Now time for the final, the Clucking Bell raid. And we're doing this stealthy, so let's get into it and make you 500,000.
You know the procedure. Ride the train into the delivery bay and wait to be taken inside the factory. After that, do what you do.
Now we've got the famous cutscene that I've shown you in previous videos. And this is how you go in stealthy. So they'll drop us off here. And then the cutscene will end and we can start the mission. Like I've been saying, we're going to be doing all headshots because we're doing this silently. So the first one's just down this aisle here.
Okay.
And once you take him out, the next one will be up to the left.
Clear out all the
And then the
stashes.
third one will be
There
to
should
the
also
right
be a
here.
safe nearby. Grab whatever's
Once you've
inside.
taken them out, now we're going to go through this gate, so we'll have to open up this electrical
Don't forget
box
the
by
extra
shooting
equipment
it.
you sourced if you feel something else will be more effective. I've bribed
Now
some
you gotta
friends
watch
in the
out for this
Department of
next guy, because
Sanitation
he's
to leave it in
watching
the
the
dumpster to the rear of the
hallway.
factory.
Wait till he turns, and then you can take him out. Oh shoot, I missed him. Got lucky there. Now for the rest of this, I'm going to be silent, as you gotta do this kind of quickly. Now we can head down to the basement now that all these guards are out, which is straight down that first door here. Just have to use a key card that we picked up
The key
before.
card you acquired should grant you access to restricted areas in the factory, including the basement.
Now once you're down here, there's one guard and a couple other guys that you'll have to take out. So once you take them out, you can start taking, let's call it Coca-Cola this time. And there's 4 spots that it will be in. So how come we can't take this much in the Kale Perico? Would be nice to have some more of this to make some more money in that. Now on to the third one. I didn't think this bag could hold this much. And finally the last one for this area. Now we can head back upstairs and on to the next. Now once you get upstairs, you're going to make a quick right and go through the door, which there's going to be a guard there, so you'll have to take him out with a headshot. Now just make sure there's nothing that way, and then we're going to turn and go through this garage door here.
It's clear this place is barely functioning as a chicken factory. One would assume they'd have more Clucking Bell staff to keep up appearances, but I underestimated just how bold criminals can be once they have the police in their pocket.
Which you just have to unlock it with the key card. And then there's going to be another couple guards in here that you'll have to deal with quietly. And they're on each side of the room. So here's the first one. And then here's the second one. And now we gotta look for the Coca-Cola again in these crates. There's one. Now one more to go. And it's probably going to be in the last one, knowing my luck. Also, if you need the crowbar, it's right here, and then there's one on the other side. Do we got it in here? Oh, sweet. It wasn't in the last one. Now we can head back out. And then once you come out, there's going to be a guard in front of you, so you'll have to take him out.
Start looking for the safe.
Now from here, you'll just go around and just take your time, taking out all the guards. And there's going to be one in front of you right now, walking down the side.
So, the safe code should be on their computer system. Be advised, the office may be locked. You can find the key or shoot the handle, depending on whether you want to broadcast your presence.
And he just goes down to the end, then you can take him out with a headshot. Now that we can start moving on again. As you can see, there's another guy through the drapes. So we'll take him out, and then we can move up again. Now there's two guys here, so the first one's going to start walking towards us, and then the other one will pop out, so you just got to quickly take them out at once. And then now we're to the office. So now once you get to the office, you're going to find out the door is locked and you'll need to find the key. So we're going to have to go look for that now. There is a few different places it can be. Usually it's on one of the tables around the Clucking Bell factory. One of the places it can be right there. Or once we go into this room here, it can be on one of the tables in here. Oh shoot, I went past it. As you can see on the mini map, it's a little key. Which is, this time it's on this table. We just grab it and then we can go back to the office. And then once we get back to the office, we'll go and use the computer that's in here.
Okay, here we go. Connect to the computer.
Once we're done that, we'll pull out the hacking device. And how you use this is once it turns green, just follow that and it will take you to the computer that you need to just get near to be able to find out one of the numbers for the combination you need to the safe. And then once you have all 3 numbers, you can go back to the safe and open it up for some cash. Now just remember, this won't actually work if you're not doing like you're aiming. So just make sure you always have it on, because it will screw up if you don't have it always on.
Okay, that should have done it. Have you received the safe code?
And then once that's done, we go back to the office. Which, once again, I'm going the wrong way. Like I've said many times in this, I gotta watch which way I'm going.
Should be on the hacking device.
So once you get all 3 numbers, you can go back to the office. And then you can open up the safe. And once you open up the safe, no matter what, the alarm is going to go off. So be ready for that and for your escape. And there we go, we got her open, so we'll just grab the money. And now that the alarm is going off, like I said, we've just got to escape. Once again, I don't know where I'm going. But first we have to shoot this electric box to open up the gate. Now you're going to want to wait, because there's going to be a cop car that will drive by. And then once he's gone by, then you can run out. So there's a cop car that just went by. And now we're on our way. So we're going to go get the escape vehicle. Just make sure you're watching your health. If you have to snack up, armor up, do so. But just keep running to the garage where the escape vehicle is held. And as you go, just take out any enemies that are in front of you. Now we can grab the Patriot and we're on our way back to the base of operations. Now for this, we're going to get it on the tracks and we're going to go right. And we're just going to keep on going right till we can... Oh no, this is going to hurt. Who put that there? That wasn't there before. Everything always getting in your way. So now that we're back on track, one thing you need to know is the tunnel that is up ahead, you actually can't use it to lose the cops in this one, like in most missions. For this, you're just going to have to keep going until you finally lose the stars, which will be about halfway back to the base of operations. Which, since this is such a long trip back now, I'm going to be cutting out all the rest of the driving just to make this video a little shorter. And this is the tunnel coming up here that I was talking about, where you usually can wait till you lose the stars. But since in this one you can't, you just have to keep on going, like I was just saying. Now we're back at the base of operations. We just have to drive to the back and hit the yellow dot, and the mission will be over.
Another day another routine sabotage of this crooked-ass police department.
And now time for the final cutscene.